Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's evening show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop over the world. So for now, I will start with tonight's evening news show. All right, so Ian Wright will be one of the Arsenal legends out there. Going to talk about how this season will be, and some Arsenal players were really they impressed with what them do last season, and they going to tell them say this season is another opportunity for you to step up. So Ian Wright is name calling Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, and Reece Nelson. Say these three people for this new season we will do, they need to do more. They need to show more for Arsenal to win the Premier League. As you can see on the screen, so the report is stating Ian Wright names three players who actually need to show more and do more for Arsenal if Arsenal need to win the league. Because according to the way Ian Wright, they see him, but they talk about this player. So they say ex-striker Ian Wright is optimistic about Arsenal's chances this season. But the three players when you talk about Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, and Reece Nelson, we need to bring more and contribute to the title tilt or the title race or chase, if you like. Then Gabriel Jesus underwhelmed, performed very well. He played below par for Arsenal last season. He only scored 4 goals in the few number of games when he played. Again, after he lost his place in the team to Kai Havertz. Now Martinelli on the other hand, nobody will know say Martinelli flop last season. So Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus, according to your right, must do more. Reece Nelson, if you still forgive that one, say okay, he no dey for the first 11. Like how many times did they win the selector to play? When was the last time he started a game for Arsenal? These are some of the issues. So we could just come on Reece Nelson, put them for a different angle. But you see Martinelli, you see Gabriel Jesus, these two people, they need to bring their A game. Thank God say Ateta say Gabriel Jesus don't recover from an injury. That Gabriel Jesus is really going to do a lot for us this season. I want to see that thing we want to do for us, because you can't leave the title race to just Bukayo Saka, Odegaard alone, or Kai Havertz. No, everybody needs to contribute if we want to end up winning the league at the end of the day. So we'll just see how everything will unfold. Now, based on the PFA award setting, what happened yesterday. So, see, they interview David Raya, they interview Odegaard, they interview our players. As they take interview our players, that's what they take interview Manchester City players. So, he gets statements where Rodri make yesterday. We're going to go with the trend now. So, for that event, as you can see, according to the Daily Mail, they put on an exclusive report. They say Rodri reveals how Man City won the league last year and who he expects to be Manchester City's biggest challengers this season, and why Phil Foden could become one of the greatest English players of all time. Now, we will focus on waiting the guy they talk about who is going to be the biggest title challengers. So, Babakon explain say they, which means Arsenal, they have done great. He said, I would say they are at the same level as us, and for sure they are going to be there. In fact, when you read the entirety of the report, Baba they shower Arsenal with so much encomium. When they talk say even them will win the league. Now small margin, small thing. Now make them win the league. As you can read on the screen, the third paragraph. So they say last season we were champions because of small details. And we know that we have to be even better to win it again because the other teams are raising their levels, which is true. Arsenal, they strengthen our back. We will say we get the best defensive team in the league. We still buy defenders. Timber and Calafiori are like two newly added defenders to the already solidified defense. So so that's why they talk say everybody they strengthen. If they themselves they look at strengthening. And talking about say our own team, David Einstein gonna give us fresh updates. You get okay. First of all, Dean James. First let us know say Charlie Patino they on his way to seal a move. In fact, one of our senior man even messaged me today say, "Statues, what did happen to Charlie Patino? He's still the Arsenal, as in still the Arsenal." Then luckily today, then the James said Charlie Patino is on his way to Deportivo La Coruña. So for a fee, how much? £1 million. Now Arsenal won't sell the player, and from the look of things, this is going to be a permanent sale. So it go move because instead of they stop for a very long time, say he won't leave. So I think it's time for us to send him out. But Arsenal still won't add sell-on fee. Get we never know the percentage, but Arsenal won't add them. So wish him all the best things for everything we do for Arsenal. Even now, Arsenal self published the same story. They say Arsenal include huge sell-on clause after agreeing to sell highly rated player for just 1 million. So that's the deal where Arsenal don't agree with Deportivo La Coruña. All right, talking about strengthening as Rodri they talk. So Man City sold Ike Gundogan and they are replacing Ike Gundogan with Ike Gundogan. That's what you are saying. So here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Say Manchester City don't sign Ike Gundogan from Barcelona for 1 year for free. I don't know how they do that deal for free. Like say maybe now 1 year back at sign now 1 year don't expire, so they no renew the contract. So you don't come join Man City for free. So this season you are going to be seeing Ike Gundogan, and that guy, even though he's done the old, but the guy still they play, so he go really disturb for the middle of the park. Well, we'll just watch how everything go unfold at the end of the day. All right, so I was talking about David Einstein. So Baba don't come give us fresh updates on Eddie Nketiah. So this is an exclusive news. Nottingham Forest are close to agreeing a fee with Arsenal for Eddie Nketiah. Now, after they don't also progress talks for the 25-year-old when it comes to personal terms. You know, say before when they talk, say they no fee pay the £120,000 or £100,000 per week Eddie Nketiah at the end, but now they have at least talks the progress. Now, so this deal is going to be a top striker candidate. So for now, shall they discuss? But you get another news work on the sea from Fabrizio Romano. Say this in Nottingham Forest have also advanced talks with Feyenoord for Jimenez. So are they trying to use Eddie Nketiah as a Trojan horse? Yes. So they use the Bobo, those people say, if we not agree, we'll go sign Nketiah, we'll sign Nketiah. Those people come green now, they'll come go sign her because Olympic Marcel did it. They use Nketiah as a Trojan horse. They tell RC Lens, if we not agree deal for El Wahi, we'll go sign Nketiah, we'll go sign Nketiah. Those one for the fear of maybe they're not going to leave their own player sign Nketiah, they agree the deal. You get somebody else do that same deal where they go sign Porto this that's not Beaumont. When they do that deal, go sign Porto player Ivan Nelson. Say, we go sign Nketiah, we go sign Nketiah. Those ones say fear, Porto fear. So I can't sign Ivan Nelson. Nah, this one not for us. I don't call they do the same thing now. They did advanced talk for Jimenez. They did advanced talks for Eddie Nketiah. And at the end of the day, one player they won't sign. I don't know why people do deals like with all this kind. I don't like them. Get, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, more could they watch whether Nketiah will go there, Abi is going to be with us. So these are some of the things we go check and see how it unfold. All right, so when they get other reports now, according to Sky Sports themselves carry the same story. So let's just not go waste time there. Now Sky Sports also kind of let us know say this is a breaking news. Mikel Ateta is expected to commit his long future to Arsenal by signing a new contract. Now Sky Sports understands that Mikel Ateta's present contract, is going to expire next year, 2025. But Ateta no dey worried. Ateta say no dey under any pressure to sign an extension. Say everything will happen naturally. And truth be told, the Cronkies, they don't get any plan to sack Ateta now or in the nearest future. But could just understand that, truth be told, they are not ready. Cronkies no get a hiring and firing culture. Look at what is happening at Chelsea. See how Chelsea, the hire managers, the fire managers, Kroenke, they don't get that spirit. They like continuity. You get, and they get patience. And this manager, and the person they say, they can't get a good working relationship with. So it will be very, very difficult. We think say maybe they go sack at it, and maybe we'll not win the league. I don't think that will happen. Now, surprisingly, Chelsea offer Raheem Stelling to Premier League rivals as transfer stance made crystal clear. Enzo Maresca don't let Stelling know say he no get plan for his team. You know the part of his plans for next season. Now the deal. Remember, say about 2 days ago or thereabouts, we had this news that Juventus they interested in signing Raheem Stelling, but that deal don't collapse. Now, what to make the deal collapse? Juventus they propose a loan deal. They're proposing a loan deal. Not really, not loan deal. Sorry, a swap deal. So they won't give Chelsea Federico Chiesa, come carry Raheem Stelling. So Chelsea say no because they don't get so much winger. So they say they don't know what they want to take them do. So you call it just say they can't add more. No, Kukuma buy the player and give us money. But we take and they balance our books. So the question now becomes who Chelsea offer this player to. I never see any media reports that talk say Chelsea offer Stelling to Arsenal. I only saw one report that said they offered him to Aston Villa. So to watch. And the reason they offered him to Aston Villa and the reason Stelling is looking at joining them is because Aston Villa are there for Champions League. Stelling saying one day for Champions League, and Stelling also wants to remain in the Premier League. Yes. So Saudi Arabian links they come, but he say no. Juventus he say no. So he see one day for Premier League here. So we'll just watch. If I get a clarity on this deal, I will let you know. Probably if Arsenal okay, I will still let you know. Now, Rafa Benitez, in do podcast today. Yeah, Baba can they explain some kind of things. Can they let us know? Say once upon a time, Xabi Alonso had an agreement to join Arsenal when in the Liverpool manager far back, but the deal collapsed because Arsenal feel say the guy don't the cup tied for Champions League, so that's why they no sign him again, which is surprising because you say once upon a time, that's when Wenger self talk say he could have signed Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic self come Arsenal, come follow Wenger talk. So some of all these things, now so we'll take here and now. So Babako dey explain say that year he gets after when they play standard league for Champions League qualifier, say then gets Javier Mascherano and Lucas Leiva for the Olympic Games. Then Stevie Gerrard gets injury. You get so they were forced to play Plessis and Xabi Alonso. Now Xabi Alonso had an agreement with Arsenal and didn't want to play because if he played that match, he would be cup tied. So in will be coach, he can tell Jamie Carragher and Gerrard say, see, this player get agreements with Arsenal, so you don't want to play this match. So that I know go they cup tied because if you go join the new club, you know go fit play for Champions League qualifiers or Champions League if you like. So Baba Conte say, that one no concern. I'm say you must play this match. So the bottom of the story we say at the end of the day, he played the match, and he no concern for Arsenal. That's to do with just the year that report say Xabi Alonso could have played with us, but it is what it is. And if you say him play, you know say his best friend self did for Arsenal that time, Ateta. So maybe for play with Ateta. Well, it is what it is. Other one don't be past tense now. So according to Fabrizio Romano daily briefing, Babacon they explain some kind of things so they happen. So I'm going to take you to the third paragraph. Now there I won't focus on. So Aaron Ramsdale is still one person who be say will they monitor for this transfer window. Now reports over the here and be say Arsenal don't reject the loan move from Bournemouth. Were they interested in signing Aaron Ramsdale? Say Arsenal actually prefer an outright sale. Say make the guy just go. They don't get plan because what's the point? You go out on loan without an obligation to buy or an option to buy, and you now come back here. What's the point? So Arsenal actually wants him to leave, but no be Ramsey hand the day. Now the club still won't come buy him, so now then go decide. Even Football London put out the report, say Arsenal have rejected loan offers for goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale, according to Fabrizio Romano. So now so we just take Sia. So the onus is on the other side. Make them put their money where their mouth is. You get, or if you get him on a loan with an obligation to buy, not really an option, an obligation, so that at the end of the loan term he leaves because Aaron Ramsey is never going to be Arsenal number one. So there's no point. And Garcia herself, from what we hear, Garcia is still waiting. You get, Espanyol is waiting for Arsenal to trigger this team, make themselves go get replacement because I go take make sense. You can't carry our own goalkeeper who know can't get person who will take replacement. So timing is key. Timing is very, very important. So we'll just watch how all these things go happen at the end of the day. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night is the fact that people like Ian Wright will be Arsenal legend. Can they give us some kind of advice? Can they say people like Gabriel Jesus, people like Martinelli, people like Reece Nelson, they need to step up their game for Arsenal, especially if you want Arsenal to win the league. Because when you look at what happened last season, how many games, how many goals Gabriel Jesus scored last season? Baba scored 4 goals. How many goals Martinelli scored last season? How prolific, how clinical, the thought process or the decision-making process of Martinelli, how good was it last season? Everybody they complain. He did selfish, you know they pass. And you can't continue the same thing for the first game of the season now. So you need to make sure your presence counts. So you can't leave everything for Gabriel, for Odegaard, for Havertz, for Saka, for Rice. You can't leave everything to these guys. You need to chip in your own quota. So they hope say they will listen to all these words of wisdom. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So it's like come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now good night. Now get mouth. All right, guys. Bye bye.